We are the original Saturday Menudo Club, except no substitutes. Ya no más.
The views and opinions expressed in the Saturday Menudo gatherings, livecasts, or videos do not necessarily reflect the views of the club, its sponsors, the hosts, or its supporters. All content is for information and entertainment purposes. We do support free speech.
All right, so I just want to give a big thank you to everybody for showing up. We are going to bring up our keynote speaker. He just got endorsed by President Donald J. Trump yesterday. Commissioner Sid Miller for re-election. Texas Agriculture.
That was your walk-up music.
Well, good afternoon, Patriots. Thanks for coming. It's good to be here with you. And what a good way to wind up a long, hard campaign trail. Spend it with friends. And like-minded conservatives. I feel like I know each and every one of them. A lot of you I do know pretty well, actually. So I'm not going to take a lot of time, but I think I have an obligation to make my case why I deserve to be re-elected.
Absolutely.
And the difference, I need to lay out the difference between me and my opponent. So my background, I'm an 8th generation farmer and rancher. My family's been doing that since 1700 when we came to the United States. I still make my living off the land in Stephenville, Texas. I raise cattle, horses, and farm various crops up there. My college education is in agriculture. I was a graduate with a vocational agriculture degree. When I got out, I was an ag teacher. I brought my kids down here to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. And FFA advisor and 4-H leader, so I know that the greatest natural resource we have in Texas is not oil and gas. So to disappoint you, the greatest natural resource we have is our youth. They're our most precious resource. And we work real hard to give them careers and teach them about advancing in agriculture. When Texas was founded, when America was founded, 95% of the people were farmers and ranchers. Because if you didn't grow it or kill it, you didn't eat. Today we make up less than 1.5%. 1.5% less feed the rest of us. So the average age of the farmer and rancher is about 60 years old. We got to have some young people. So we work real hard. So we're all in on the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. I'm a lifetime member and have been since 1980. And I still participate out there. If you'd like to see me in the calf roping, I'll be up March 22nd at 8 a.m. So don't let this round belly fool you. I can still get out and tie one down. So I was a lawmaker before I was your ag commissioner. Kind of a bookend of my legislative career. I passed a bill called House Bill 15. It was called the Sonogram Bill, and it was the most pro-life bill in the nation at the time. Today it still saves about 15,000 to 20,000 babies a year. So I was glad to do that. The other one was an agriculture bill that I'm thank you, sir, God bless you. The other one was an agriculture bill that I kind of got a lot of publicity out of. It was affectionately called the Pork Chopper Bill. And the reason they call it the Pork Chopper Bill is it allowed Texans to hunt wild hogs out of helicopters. Started a whole new industry, and it's been successful. So my legislative career was kind of bookended. I was a guy known as saving the babies and killing the hogs. Kind of an odd mix. So I have been serving as your agriculture commissioner. Now, my opponent has never even lived on a farm. He's never raised or planted or harvested a crop. He's never worked livestock. His education is not in agriculture. He was never a member of 4-H or FFA. Matter of fact, he's on video disparaging the FFA, saying it doesn't teach kids anything about agriculture and there's no future in it, in FFA. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I mean, he said it. It's on tape. You can go to our Facebook page and probably find it. So, to me, he's just not, his connection to ag, and then to do this job, you have to have a conflict of interest. You have to be involved in agriculture, some kind of agriculture. His is he bottled honey. But actually, in the state statute, it doesn't list that as one of the qualifications. So it's questionable that he's even qualified. So that's basically my background, his background. We're out working really hard. He's a nasty campaigner. He's got ads running all over Houston that's just totally false. He says that I've taken taxpayer dollar and I'm traveling around the globe. I'm going to 48 different countries on the taxpayer's dime. Well, there's not much truth in that. There's some. What I'm doing, we have an agriculture trade deficit of $50 billion. So we're buying more food than we're selling. That means we're now dependent on a foreign power to feed us. That's the most dangerous position we can be in. So what I did, I have 12 ambassadors that I've trained, sent them through training. We send them out. They take 10 to 30 companies with them. They set up meetings overseas in these other countries, and we're making great headway. We've already reduced that trade deficit from 50 billion down to 37 billion. So we're making great way. And you're not paying for it. Unlike he says that I'm going on all these trips on your taxpayer dime. No, the Southern United States Trade Association is paying for us to do that, to help our country. So they pay the flights, the meals, the lodging, all that. It didn't cost y'all a dime. So just want to get that out there because it's a pretty nasty ad if you've heard it. So we've got just a few days left. I've got a lot of things that I need to do. Somebody says, well, why do you need to be reelected? Well, I've got a few projects. I've got this agriculture trade deficit. We still don't have the farm bill. I've got the screwworm. I've got the bird flu. I've got the swine flu. I've got fires in the panhandle. We've had floods in the hill country. We have hurricanes on the coast. We had tornadoes. We had a big freeze that wiped out a lot of livestock and crops. We've got the cotton jassy, the new insect trying to take over and kill our cotton. We've got the rice delphascid, another insect we're fighting there. Down in the valley, I'm fighting citrus greening and citrus canker. And I'm in battle with Mexico to pay up on our water bill from the 1944 water treaty. So I've got I probably left out another dozen. So I've got lots of undone things that if I'm not there, they won't get done. We don't have time for on the job training. So I'm asking for your vote. I did, I've got lots of good endorsements. Orlando Sanchez has endorsed me. I know y'all know him. Great guy, great patriot. I may not get this right. The Latino conservatives or something like that. There you go. That's it. You got it. Thanks for helping me out. Endorsed by them. And as announced yesterday, the President of the United States, Donald Trump, endorsed me again for this is the third time he's endorsed me, so I really appreciate it. But I still need more endorsements. I've got a lot of good ones, but there's one that I don't have. It's the most important one I could get. And I'm going to need your help to get it. And that's your endorsement at the ballot box. Thank you. God bless you. Vote all the way down. You're right. Yes, I'll take a few questions.
One question. Yeah, I'm just wondering if there's a reason that Greg Abbott would go so strongly against you and put up a candidate. Are there any skeletons he's trying to hide?
Yeah, I think I can explain that. So, I'm the ag commissioner when I get up. I'm the ag commissioner when I go to bed. And I'm the first ag commissioner that hadn't been a candidate for something else and holding the office. I'm not running for something else. That's nothing against that. Rick Perry did that, made his way all the way to governor. Susan Coles, but I think I've got the best job there is. So when Governor Abbott does something detrimental to agriculture, I stand up to. He does not like anybody to challenge him. I'll give you three quick examples. The first one back during COVID, he picked winners and losers, essential businesses, non-essential, you remember that? Well, he closed down agriculture feed, seed, fertilizer dealers, livestock auction barns, trailer manufacturers, gun shops. Well, I'm autonomous from the government. I also have executive power over the agriculture code. So I just opened them all back up. I said, anybody that's an agriculture business, agriculture related, or you support agriculture, you're to remain open. Did not go well with it. A second time, he decided that he would go down to the border and close the border down and then do safety inspections on the trucks coming in. Well, it shut the whole border down for a week. We lost $3 billion worth of product rotted on the trucks. That wasn't the worst part. We had thousands and thousands of our trucks in Mexico that couldn't get out. And so the cartel retaliated by setting our trucks afire. You remember that? Yeah, it was terrible. So I got on to him about that. He didn't like that. And I think a lot of people were on both those issues were on my side. And the thing that really twisted him off, during COVID, during the election, he decided by executive order that he would just add a third week to early voting so they could cheat an extra week. That's the way I saw it. He doesn't have that authority. The only one that can change election law is the legislature. So I sued him. So he's a little touchy about stuff like that, you know? He's a pretty good governor. I mean, I don't hate him. I mean, he obviously doesn't like me. So anyway, he has thrown his weight, spent over $5 million in this race on Kelly Hancock and Nate Sheets, my opponent. So I only have one opponent on the ballot, but I'm actually running against two. I'm running against my opponent and Greg Abbott. So there you go. And I would, to do it all over again, I wouldn't bow to the pressure. I think that's where I'm supposed to be. If I don't make it through, I can hold my head up and sleep at night knowing I knew I did the right thing no matter what it costs. So that's the real right there. Any other questions? I love questions or comments. Yeah.
Miller, could you talk about the importance of why screwworm could be dangerous to Texas and cattle?
Okay. I don't know if everybody knows what a screwworm is, but it's a fly that lays a larva in an open cut or wound. It hatches out and it eats live flesh. We call it a screwworm because it buries deeper and deeper. It's like out of a horror movie. I'm old enough to remember those in the 70s. It's an awful, awful thing. So we have those because of the cartels smuggling cattle from Central America into Mexico. They are now in Mexico and they're marching north. We had 6 new cases yesterday, Judge, 150 miles from the Rio Grande, so they're almost here. So we provide biosecurity for the state. I have 5 road stations. We pull trucks over, we go through them, we inspect them, make sure they're not bringing insects or disease or viruses or bacteria or invasive species. So the screwworm is an invasive insect. So I'm putting traps up and down the Rio Grande, surveillance traps, so we'll know when they get here. I've researched and found a fly bait. It's how we got rid of them last time. Everybody thinks it's sterile flies. So the way that works, you take a sterile fly, male, turn it loose. These flies make one time, and if if we can get enough of those out there, they'll make females, and they'll just by attrition, but we don't have enough of those flies. So in '75, we used this bait. It killed 95% of the flies, and then the sterile flies mopped up the rest. It's a 1-2 punch. I can't get USDA interested in doing the baiting. It's very disappointing. Most frustrating thing that I've run up against, because I said, well, why not? You got right here is the proven fact. You used it. We have the research. We know what the bait is. We know what the chemical is. They said, well, it's environmentally insensitive. Who cares? Like, how does that harm the environment to kill screwworm flies? Said, well, it might kill the good flies. I didn't know we had good flies. What? I said, okay, all right, if that's your argument, if it kills the good flies, we kill all the screwworm flies off. It's a blowfly, and I'm assuming you're talking about the blowfly, the ones that lays its eggs in carcasses and, devours the carcass. I said, let's just make some more blowflies and turn them loose. We're even. We'll just, we'll level it back out. Still, nothing. So anyway, I met with leaders from Mexico, all 11 Central American countries. I gave them they were elated because they were trying to come up with the bait. They didn't know about this. USDA didn't even share it with them. So they've taken my information back to their countries and they're trying to develop this bait. If we can get this bait, we can stop it. For us to get enough sterile flies, it sounds like a lot, 100 million a week is what we're doing now, releasing those. But we need 700 million a week. It's going to take us 3 to 4 years to ramp up, build a facility. In 3 or 4 years, they'll be all over the southern United States. They're probably going to be here this spring, would be my guess, unfortunately. So hopefully Mexico or Panama or somebody will come up with this fly bait and we can stop. That may be more than you wanted to know. And let me just tell you this. You think I'm talking just about livestock? It's not. It's any mammal. We have over 200 mammals in Texas. So there's been 112 human cases in Mexico. 2 deaths. Yeah, they get just watery eyes or nasal discharge, they'll lay your eggs and go right through your brain. So pets are susceptible. The good news is, and y'all have heard of this, we have an anti-parasitic drug that stops the screwworm and prevents it. It's called ivermectin. And so you want to keep some of that around. I take it every Sunday, actually, religiously. I just do it because it keeps you from getting the flu, helps your eyesight, a lot of good things. But you can have that for your pets and not have to worry. And if you're on a regular heartworm program, you're probably already getting ivermectin, so you may be okay. So I thought I'd share that with you. Again, that's a lot of information on the screwworm, but I'm the guy if you want to know about screwworms. So, anything else? Yes, ma'am?
Yeah, I had a question. How, you were sharing with us earlier about how it's so important to get the young people involved. Have you considered or, thought about a plan how you're going to be doing that, when you keep going in office? Because I believe you're going to win, okay?
Thank you.
And so how do you plan to do that?
So the question is, how do we get young people involved in agriculture? Well, I came up with a program called the Young Farmer Program, and it's a grant. We partner with them. Let's say you're a young couple, you want to get started in the cattle business, you've got enough money together or borrowed to buy 10 heifers. I'll buy 10 too. Let's go 20, and we'll help you. We'll help you give you a hand up and get started. Well, the legislature saw that and just thought it was a tremendous program, and I funded this by $5 off a farm license plate tag, voluntary. So it was a limited fund, but we could do up to $20,000 per person or couple. The legislature saw what we're doing and said, oh man, yeah, this is great. So they gave us $100 million for this program. And I'm just about to announce the rules and they took the age limit off. They said, don't just do young people. Anybody that wants to get started in agriculture, let's let everybody in. We need more people. So we're doing that program. We work very close with all the major stock shows. You'll see us out here. We have our Go Texan, that's where our marketing program. Texas companies where we promote them. We'll be in the center out there. You come see our Go Texan store. We have a big store at the State Fair with Fort Worth, San Antonio, Austin, Houston. And the reason we do that, the thing that all these have in common, their number one goal is to raise money for our youth for scholarships, so we can send them to school and train them. So we're in like that. I mean, I'm tight with all those organizations. So the Young Farmer Program, promoting and raising scholarship money in our livestock shows in areas, and then we just have a whole host of things. So we're on it, and if you've got any new ideas, I'd love to hear about them, because I don't have the market cornered on it. Yes?
I have another question. So Houston City, as a previous nurse, I joined with Houston City College, Houston Community College, HCC here, and they have numerous amounts of programs that they're trying to get the young people involved, anesthesia, assistant, pharmacy. Do you have anything that you can work with Houston City College so we can have something with agriculture, or is that something already that's...
It's already there. There's programs and curriculums for that. Of course, we have all kinds of... I'm a graduate of Tarleton State University, and they turn out more ag teachers than anybody else. Texas A&M, veterinarians, Texas Tech, farmers, and agribusiness. So, and they actually have a vet school up there now. So our land grant universities is mainly where we work with, but also junior college. I'm a product of Cisco Junior College. I went where I could afford to go, you know. That was the one, I had a full ride scholarship there, so that's what I took it. And made my life a lot better for having an education. Yes.
I'm really grateful for the MAHA movement, the Make America Great Again. And I know that regionally, especially our children, well, across the United States, our children are facing higher obesity rates. And so a lot of the things that has been discussed is school lunches and how can we make those more healthy for our kids.
Okay. What are we doing along the MAHA movement? I'm glad you asked that, because I'm really proud of what I'm fixing to tell you. So when I became a commissioner, what y'all don't know, I didn't tell you, because I didn't think I had time, but I do now. Every day, I'm responsible for 5.5 school meals every day. 5.5 million meals every public school day. So there was no training ground, so I would go to these schools and ask them, how come y'all aren't, how much local products are you feeding our kids cooked from scratch? Well, none. Well, why not? Oh, we don't know any farmers. We just buy this ultra processed from Benny Keith or Cisco. It's got, preservatives and dyes and other kind of chemicals in it. We just thaw it out and put it on that plastic tray. I said, That's why you have healthy trash cans and still healthy kids. That's where it's all going. They wouldn't eat it. It was terrible. So I don't like regulations. I like incentives. So we started working. I came up with a Farm Fresh Friday program. So I challenge schools at least on Friday, serve one locally grown product and have that farmer come to the school and tell them how that product, they don't have no idea where the food comes from. So we'd have Meet the Farmer Friday, Farm Fresh Fridays, and it started kind of slow. But we built on it, built on it, and built on it. And last year, our schools bought and served $300 million with a locally grown product for our kids. 80% of them now on a volunteer basis are participating in our Farm Fresh program. So I was MAHA before it was even a thing. But kind of interesting, there's this pairing, an odd couple, between this West Texas cowboy and this East Coast Kennedy. We've become really tight. I'm the only elected official that he has put on his MAHA advancement team. So we were with him earlier in the week. Eat Real Food event there in Austin. He toured one of our schools that participates in our Farm Fresh program, and he is going to make Texas the shining example for the rest of the nation on the Farm Fresh program. On a side note, separate from that, I worked very, very hard to finally get whole milk back in our schools. It's the most nutritious food you can give an adolescent. I mean, it's God's nectar to adolescents and babies. I mean, come on. It's the perfect food. And we've been making them drink 1% milk. It's three quarters water. It's terrible. So we're getting that back. And my next step, and y'all may not agree with me, is to get fluoride out of our public drinking water.
Yes.
It's terrible. We put that in there in the 40s because it prevents cavities, and it does prevent cavities, but it also causes brittle bones, mental problems, Alzheimer's, I think, maybe a whole host of things. Now, if you want fluoride, that's fine. I just want me and my grandkids to drink it. I don't drink it. I do not drink city water. If you want to use, I don't have a problem using fluoride toothpaste because I spit that out, or fluoride mouthwash, I spit it out. I don't swallow it. And I think if you want to prevent cavities, do that. But just don't make all of us in this room drink fluoride water. So that's next on the list, and Bobby Kennedy is with me on that. He's a big champion.
Mr. Miller, you are very highly respected amongst Gen Z, and we really appreciate all your endorsements you've been getting. I just out of curiosity, do you know anything about vertical farming? Do you think that's a proponent here in Texas, or do you think we should leave that to like more of the Northeast?
Vertical farming. So here's my philosophy. So people ask me, what do you think about vertical farming versus traditional farming? What do you think about organic versus traditional? What do you think about grass-fed versus grain-fed? I tell my people, look, we don't pick winners and losers. Our job as Department of Agriculture is to pick winners and more winners. So to answer your question, yes, there's a great place for vertical farming. It's great for leafy greens, things like that. We promoted that. We've done our TV show on that. I can tell you, we have a TV show, Texas Our Texas. It's in 65 million homes across North America. It's on RFD TV network. So we've showcased some of those vertical farmings. Now, what it can't do, it's not a fix-all for everything, because we just can't vertical farm wheat and oats and rice and cotton and corn. You know, those are row crops. That has to take, you know, land. You just can't bunch that up. But vertical farming is great for some vegetables and all the leafy greens. It's perfect, and we do promote that. So thanks for asking. Well, I appreciate everyone coming out today, and I know we're all tired. A lot of candidates in here work hard. I'm working hard, but let's take it all the way across the finish line.
Yeah.
And I'm going to leave you a thought today. Maybe you hadn't thought about this lately, but I'm going to remind you. So most all of us in here have a pastor or a priest or maybe a rabbi that helps us with our family and our daily walk with God, and I think that's good. And I'm the same. I've got a beautiful, wonderful pastor. Most of us in here have a family doctor that we can take the kids to, or grandkids, or we go to that we trust with our confidence, and that's important. Hey, I've got the numbers of 2 pretty good lawyers in my contact list. Hope I never need them, but you know, that's kind of important too. But here's the thought I want to leave you with today. Every day, for the rest of your life, 3 times a day, you're going to need a farm. Thank y'all. God bless you.
All right.
Thank you.